While I may not be much of a wrestling buff, but I have shown respect for the sport and for some of its big stars, especially when they appear on the big screen. Of course, one of those is John Cena, and as you may know, I'm having a John Cena review week. And I'm going to review his first film, The Marine, from 2006. But is it really that bad after it's been almost 17 years since it came out? Or can I give this film some good old fashioned Big D justice and prove to these people that they just don't have the guts and glory to be brave enough to watch this? Here's my review of The Marine. This is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Dual, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2006 action flick The Marine, released by Fox along with WWE Studios. Directed by John Bonillo from a story written by Alan B. McElroy and Michelle Gallagher, starring John Cena in his acting debut, and was executively produced by Vince McMahon through WWE's film production division, WWE Studios. The film focuses on a recently discharged U.S. Marine who goes after some diamond thieves after they kidnapped his wife. Now, well, despite this film bombed at the box office, I'm still going to go ahead and give you the story since it's been almost 17 years since it came out. And this film sort of has factually in a way become a guilty pleasure and what have you, despite it got dissed and didn't do so well. So, anyway, the film was released on October 13th, 2006. Let's begin with our story. In Iraq, John Tryon, a U.S. Marine, arrives at an Al Qaeda hideout where a group of terrorists are preparing to behead several hostages. Disregarding direct orders to wait for reinforcements, Tryon attacks the extremists and rescues the hostages. The next morning, his colonel informs him that he's being honorably discharged for disobeying direct orders. Now retired, Tryon finds it hard to settle back into normal life. He is fired from his job as a security guard for using excessive force on an employee's ex-boyfriend and his bodyguards. Tryon's wife, Kate, decides the two need a vacation to help him adjust to his new life. Meanwhile, criminal Rome robs a jewelry store with his gang, which consists of his girlfriend Angela, along with Morgan, Becerra, and Bennett. Rome is in collusion with an anonymous partner with whom he is planning on sharing the profits from the diamonds. On the run, the gang stops at a gas station where Tryon and Kate have stopped. When two policemen arrive to buy gas, Morgan shoots and kills one of the officers, causing Rome to shoot the other officer while Angela kills the gas station attendant. When Tryon reacts to Kate being kidnapped, Bennett knocks him out. Tryon regains consciousness and gives chase in the policeman's car. The chase leads to a lake where Tryon falls out of the patrol car and into the lake, seemingly to his death. Rome and his gang walk through a swamp to avoid the police. Kate tries to escape several times, but Tryon emerges, meanwhile, from the lake to find Detective Van Buren, who is pursuing the gang. Van Buren denies Tryon permission to pursue the gang, but Tryon heads into the swamp anyway. After an altercation between Morgan and Becerra, Rome decides to kill Becerra. Rome gets a call from his anonymous partner, and Rome tells him that he intends to cut the partner out of the deal. The gang arrives at a lodge and decide to rest there for the time being. Meanwhile, Tryon is kidnapped by two fugitives who believe he is a police officer looking for them. He subdues them and tracks the gang to the lodge. He kills Morgan and Bennett, then drags the bodies under the lodge where he again meets Detective Van Buren. Kate rushes out of the lodge, but Angela attacks and recaptures her. Meanwhile, Tryon enters the lodge and finds himself face to face with Rome and his gun. Van Buren enters the room but points his gun at Tryon, revealing himself to be the anonymous partner. Rome opens fire on Tryon, who uses Van Buren as a human shield, killing him. Rome makes his escape and joins up with Angela and Kate before firing at a gasoline tank and blowing up the lodge. Tryon makes a narrow escape, having been blown into the swamp. Now for the ending. As always, you know the procedure. You have 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below. Fast forward to the time below. As I count down, if you have seen the movie, please continue. Sorry, I wasn't keeping track of my time. I apologize. Okay, you've been warned. Rome escapes in Van Buren's car, but abandons it due to a police tracking device. Angela seduces, then kills a truck driver for his truck. Tryon is arrested by a Marine patrol officer, but steals the officer's vessel after handcuffing him. He races to the marina that is Rome's destination, jumping on Rome's truck, throwing Angela into the windshield of an oncoming bus, killing her and spilling the diamonds. Rome scrapes Tryon off the truck by driving to the side of a building, careening through a warehouse, then leaps out just before the truck crashes into a lake. Tryon then engages Rome in fight in hand-to-hand combat and manages to gain the upper hand by punching several times overwhelmingly and knocks him out before he stumbles out, leaving Rome in the fiery warehouse, then rescues Kate, who is drowning in the truck. A badly burned Rome then returns and tries to choke Tryon with a chain, but Tryon kills Rome by breaking his neck with the chain. And the final scene depicts Tryon and Kate kissing as the police arrive. End of story. So, what did I think of The Marine? Well, I will tell you, while it's not really one of the best films, but I'd still say it's got some fun moments. I know I can understand why everybody hates him, what have you, but anyway, this film is at a measly 17% on Rotten Tomatoes, saying overblown in every possible way. The film is either so bad it's good or just really, really bad. I agree with just part of it. I say it's a so bad it's good film. So, and again, it's factually a guilty pleasure since I've seen this a few times. Now, let's see. A member of the Howard Stern show's Whack Pack, Eric the actor, was a fan of this film and wanted to promote it due to his fondness for Cena on the show. However, his promotion rally for people to go and see this film failed. He tried, in other words, he bombed. Anyway, this film bombed at the box office. This film only went on to make 22 million worldwide. 3 months later, the film got released on DVD in two separate forms: a rated version and unrated version. I've seen both versions of this film. The Blu-ray, there was a Blu-ray version that was released a couple months later. It also got released on the well, I forgot what it's called. Well, the smaller types of things, like you put in your PlayStation Portable system. And the DVD grossed 27 million in domestic video sales. Now again, it made 22 million against a production of 15 million. Despite the film bomb, the film, however, would go on to put out 5 sequels. The first 3 would get released through Fox, while the remaining 2 would be released through Sony. Each of them would have a particular WWE star playing the titular character. The second film, which was released in 2009, starred Ted DiBiase Jr., which is who he was, but he didn't use the Jr. in his name, though, as he was credited. Which I recently did watch for the first time on Hulu after I rewatched the first one. While from number 3 here on out, it starred Mike Mizanin, aka The Miz. But anyway, now back to The Marine, which, now again, I haven't seen the films with The Miz, though, but I have seen that 6 is currently on Hulu, not Hulu, on Tubi. Last time I checked. If the others show up on there or some other streaming site one day, maybe I'll look into them and maybe review those and the second one later on in the future. Now let me see. Don Davis does the score, and it was fine. I think the one thing that saves this film from being a big disappointment is the action, what have you. John Cena really nails it. But anyway, I thought Cena was absolutely really good as John Tryon in his first film. So I gotta give him credit for that. Robert Patrick, who I've known him from numerous things. I mean, after I've seen him in movies like The Faculty, which I will review that soon. And the previous year he was in Walk the Line. He played Johnny Cash's dad. He plays Rome in the film, and I gotta say, a pretty good bad guy. Kelly Carlson plays John's wife, Kate. You may know her best for playing Kimber on FX's Nip Tuck. Let's see. Anthony Ray Parker plays Morgan. Abigail Bianca plays Angela. Damon Gibson plays Becerra, and Manu Bennett plays, well, Bennett. And, well, there's others and what have you. So the cast is, well, fair and what have you. Not too bad and what have you. But John Cena and Robert Patrick, I kind of like their performances. Sure, as I've said before, the film does have a little bit of cheesy or campy dialogue and what have you. But I don't care. I mean, I can handle cheesy, campy dialogue, and you should know that by now. Mm-hmm. So anyway, the Marine, well, it can be a hit or a miss. You decide. You be the judge. But with everything I've said about this, would I recommend watching it? Well, I'd say maybe just to be on the safe side, give it a one-time watch. Only if you are a hardcore John Cena fan. If you really want to see how his acting career got started, then I'd say go for a one-time watch. You can probably watch. You'll only get to find the theatrical version on various streaming services. It'd be tough to find the unrated cut, though. You probably would have to get on physical media to see the unrated cut. The film was actually PG-13, but I've seen the sequels to the film got an R rating. Well, I'm not sure if all of them did. I know the second one did. I'm pretty sure the others did, but, well, I don't want to really, well, try and get any ideas in the tank of that, you know. But anyway, the Marine, I think it's kind of underrated, though, but you don't have to take my word for it. But John Cena did one hell of a job in his first film outside of the wrestling ring, you know. So what did you think of the Marine? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of Mr. Cena's second film, 12 Rounds. So if you like this film, you may want to consider checking out my reviews for these other action-packed films. In the upper left-hand corner is my spoiler-free review of the latest installment of the Mission Impossible franchise, Dead Reckoning Part 1, which unfortunately hasn't done too well. But enough said about that. Or go to the upper right-hand corner and see my spoiler-free review of the new Gal Gadot film on Netflix called Heart of Stone. Or if you would like maybe something else, you can go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my review for a new superhero film, which is also spoiler-free, and that would be Blue Beetle. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.